Hi guys, on today's video I'm bringing you my cash stuffing budget, and I just thought that, you know what, on this video let's just go straight to the point and cash stuff our binder. So currently here on my table, we are going to be using my cash binder. This is my cash envelope binder that I got at Shein. For people who always ask me where I got it from, I got it at Shein. You can also get these things on Take A Lot, as well as AliExpress and other places as well. There's also a lady, content creator, she sells these. I think her name is Noma's Diary, so check her website out. And then I'm also going to be using my journal. This is the book that I use to budget on a month-to-month basis. And so we do need to look at our budget in order for us to make sure that we are cash stuffing correctly. So with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and open my journal right here and go straight to my August budget. I don't know why I keep saying our. It's not our, it's mine, you know. So yeah, this is where we are. We're just going to be referring only on this part, which is the cash stuffing. So on my budget, I normally have my section for income, savings, YouTube, weekly allocation, expenses, and the notes section. So this is the notes section here on the bottom, and this is where I normally calculate the things that need, like cash stuffing, money that needs to be transferred on FNB and other things as well. So according to this, we are going to be cash stuffing 4,900 today. And so I think the first thing that we will have to do before we go ahead with that is, let me actually just move my budget away. Now that we know, I'm going to keep referencing to it. I have it here on the side, but I'm just going to keep my binder here. And then, but first, I think it's important that we separate this money because it's supposed to be 4,900. So let us just separate it into thousands so that I make my job a little bit easy when I am when I'm cash stuffing. So we're going to make it into thousands. So 1, 2, 3, 4.
When I drift away, when I fall into my own world, in a heartbeat I know I'll take a chance, when you see me go, when you see me through the windows, in the morning I can't be sure.
So now that we have that organized, let us get into the binder here and see what we have left and just unstuff it. Basically, that's what we're going to be doing. We're going to be unstuffing it. Let me just move this away. Oh, okay. So we're gonna unstuff here and just take out all the envelopes as well. So first things first, let us look here. So under Uber, I didn't spend everything. We still have money in here. So we've got 210. So I'm just gonna put the 10 rands on top. So we've got 210 and some coins. Normally I just take these out and put them on the side because it's not really that I just put it on coins. I have what is this? It's called kokoko. I don't know how to call it. I don't know what is that in English, but I've got that. So that is where I normally put my coins, and then I just take from there if I need any coins. So okay, so we have these coins. So you know what, let's just put these other coins here. So this is the envelope for coins, so I'm just gonna put it right there. And then we are going to make sure that the envelopes that are here is actually what we need for the envelopes for this month. So let's just look at that. So we need week 1, and I'm also going to organize them as well. So let me just take them out. So before we get into cash stuffing, I want to just explain quickly for people that had questions on why is it that I only cash stuff for week 1 and week 2, why not week 3 and week 4? The reason why I do not cash stuff for week 2, week 3 and week 4 is because when it comes to my income, when you look at my budget, when it comes to my income, there's the income that I get from work. So all the money that I'm going to be cash stuffing today is from the income that I get from work. And then later on in the month, around the 23rd and then around the 25th I also get some money. So I get paid on YouTube, but my partner also gives me money for the household. And so what I then do is, when I get the money from YouTube, when I get the money that I get from him, and the stokvel that I play with my sister, I look at that and then I see if I still need to be saving some money, and so I'll put money away for savings. If then I also still need to be paying for something, maybe some bills that run at the end of the month, I will do that. And then I will also withdraw money that I need for week 3 and week 4. Normally that is the only money that I would withdraw, week 3 and week 4, because that is the money that I will need to just cash stuff those 2 envelopes. Otherwise, that is why I do not cash stuff everything here, because right now I'm only working with my salary, but there's other income that do come in later on in the month. Normally I do not film that, but because of the timing, normally when I'm cash stuffing for those, it's not really that I have any video that is relevant to that I can then put in me cash stuffing for those 2 weeks. But maybe if it happens that I vlog one day during those times, I can include that. But I do not like doing cash stuffing twice in a month, like doing videos, even though I know that I do it, but I just do not want to do 2 videos of me cash stuffing again. But maybe if you guys would like to see that, please let me know. If you would like to see me cash stuff for that time as well, I would like to hear that from you guys. But according to me, I just do not see the need. Let's cash stuff what we have on the budget, and then this money that is left from last month, we'll see where we are going to put it in these envelopes. And one thing that now it's reminding me, on my daughter's school, at my daughter's school, there's a fundraising that they're running, and they want 100 rands, and I've been avoiding doing it. But then, you know what, I just want to do it because my child keeps coming back every day and telling me to give her money so that she can get a surprise gift, and so I'm gonna do right by her. So some of this money that is left over will maybe go towards her envelope. So let us first look at my envelopes. I'm just gonna go briefly on them for people that I knew that maybe do not know. So I do weekly allowances. Weekly allowances is basically saying, instead of saying I'm gonna buy groceries once in a month, I'm actually gonna split it into weeks. So each and every week I'm gonna put an allocation for that specific week, that this is how much I wanna spend in that week, and I do not wanna go over that. And so I buy my groceries weekly, and that is why I've got weekly allowances. It allows me to track my spending, but also just make sure that I buy only the things that I need. And so when it comes to my grocery, I don't normally put grocery on my budget because I have weekly allowances. That is where my groceries and household things fall. So if there's anything that is needed in the house, it goes under that specific week. So with that being said, I've got week 1 right here, I've got week 2, and then we've got the folder for petrol. I just like putting a folder for petrol like this because it helps that when I go to a petrol station, I just take out the money for petrol, I pay there, and then if I get a slip, I put it in here. But then I also know that, okay, if I put 1,000 in here and I went to a petrol station and I filled for 500 rands, that means that 500 rands is left now for me to fill next time. So that is what I love about it. And then that's Uber. Uber for me, I just like to have money in there just in case there's a need for me to take an Uber. Like today, I want to go to my dermatologist and buy my skincare products. I did not do that last time, as I mentioned in the previous videos, because I didn't have enough money. But then this time around, I did put away 1,000 for me to buy some skincare products. At least if I can come back with 3 things, my body lotion as well as my other things. And so Uber is what I'm gonna use. I don't really like driving that side of my dermatologist, so I like to just keep money here because I may never know when I need to use an Uber. And then school, this is an envelope for my daughter. So anything school related that we need to pay for, like I said, right now, there is a fundraising that is going on at school and they need 100 rands. And so normally I put 200 rands per month. This allows me that if there are any of those things that are happening at school, activities, fundraising, I'm able to take from that. But I do feel like I need to increase it going forward. And so maybe when I cash stuff again later on in the month, I'm going to put maybe 100 rands here because 200 rands seem to not be enough anymore. And then we go to my fund. My fund is basically an envelope for me. This is where I put money for me to spend on myself. So cutting my hair, this is the money that I use. Doing my nails, this is the money that I use. So I like having an envelope specifically for me, rather than to say I will see as time goes on, because then I never really prioritize spending on myself. And so this allows me to spend on myself without feeling guilty and knowing that I'm spending what I budgeted for. So this helps me to just stay on budget, but also prioritize myself. Let us cash stuff. So we're going to start with week 1. When it comes to week 1, according to my budget, we need 1,700. So we're going to count that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So this is 1,000, and then we need about 700. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So on my monthly reset, I had said to you guys that I want to try a different method, just slightly tweaking my weekly allowances in terms of the way that I buy my groceries. So I said that I want for week 1 to buy like a lot of things, like bulk things that I know that we are going to need. And then week 2, we are just adding wherever that is, wherever that is needed. So that is what I shared with you guys. And then in week 3, I then want to buy a lot of things again. And then week 4, the last week leading up to payday, just add things that are missing. I just want to see how that works, because sometimes I feel like when I budget like monies that are almost equal, you find that the first week that I just gotten paid, we don't have a lot of things, and so you'll find that I have to spend a lot of money, especially with the things being expensive now. You find that I have to spend a lot of money. And then when it comes to week 2, I also I don't need as much money. And then week 3, I need a lot of money. And so what I've decided to do is just make sure that my cash stuffing reflects that. And so that is why I have more money on week 1 compared to previous month. In previous months, I've had like maybe 1,400, 1,500, but this time around I made it 1,700. We're gonna see how this goes this month. If it's something that I still need to tweak and maybe make it more for week 1 and week 3, we will decide on that based on how this month goes. And then let's go cash stuff for week 2. Week 2, we need 800 rands. Let's just use this one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Last time I did my cash stuffing, I got it wrong in one of the envelopes. Like I missed 100 rands, and I only realized when I was editing that I got it wrong. So I need to make sure that I verify every time now. And then for petrol, let's go to petrol. Petrol, I normally just put 1,500. I find that for me that actually works because I don't really drive around a lot. So 1,500 rands normally is sufficient. So let's just calculate 1,500 rands for petrol. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So this is 10. We need 500 rands. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Let's also put this one here now that we have space. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that makes it 1,500 rands. So we're gonna put that here. Okay, and then now we go to Uber. I'm going to put 400 rands this month, and so let's look for 400 rands. 1, 2, 3, 4. I think around lunchtime I'm gonna go to my dermatologist and buy the skincare products. So this money for Uber might just come in handy then. And then for school, we are going to put 300 rands. 1, 2, 3. Okay, something is wrong here. Something is definitely wrong, but let's just do that. 1, 2, 3. I'm gonna put under school. Okay, so that's for school. So the reason why I'm saying there's something wrong here disregarding this money, right now this is 100 rands, 100 rands, which makes it 200 rands. According to my budget, I'm supposed to have 300 rands under my fund. For school, it's supposed to be 200. Let's check that. This is where it got messed up. For school, it's supposed to be 200 rands, not 300 rands. So 1, 2. So 200 rands goes towards school, not 300 rands. So I'm going to keep that open because we're still going to put money in there. And then for me, it is 300 rands. Okay, so we've cashed off everything. Now that we have this money that is left from last month, so what are we going to do now? So as I said, there's a fundraising at my daughter's school, and so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put this 100 rands under school. So instead of 200 rands, it's gonna be 300 rands now. And so tomorrow I'm going to take this 100 rands and put on her school bag so that her miss is able to find that, and so that is taken care of. And then we are still left with 110. Where are we going to put this money? So my thingy, I'm thinking that with the other envelopes, like my fund, school, we are fine. Uber, we are okay. Petrol, not sure, but for now I think we're gonna leave it like that. For week 2, it's 800 rands, and so I think let's leave it like that as well. And let's add on week 1. Let's just add on week 1. So we've got 1,700 on week 1, and so we're gonna put this 110, making it 1,810. And so that just ups up my budget for my groceries, and so that's fine. Actually, we do need to, with how things are so expensive now, our money doesn't hold as much value as it did before. And so I find that I have to end up spending a lot at the shops on groceries, because you get at the till and then you get surprised. But I like shopping at Checkers. I like shopping at Checkers because it does help when you shop with that card, because it does decrease certain things that are on specials, and you find that you actually do save. And so this is how we are looking right now. So we have cashed off for everything. I love it when I've cashed off, because I just love seeing my envelopes full. Now that we are done cash stuffing like this, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take out all the envelopes that I do not need to be carrying around with me, because I do not need to spend from them. The first one is week 2. So week 2 has to go, so I'm going to leave that. Petrol we do need, because I think from here I'm gonna go and fill up, and then so petrol will just leave there. And then Uber I might need today or maybe tomorrow, so I'm gonna keep that there. For school we can leave that here. My fund, I do not need to cut my hair, so we're gonna close that and we are going to leave it like this. And actually, let us also take week 1, because it's not like I need it right now. I'm only gonna need it when I go to do my groceries during the weekend. And so these are the envelopes that I will leave these and only carry around what I need. Now this helps for safety reasons. Now I'm just gonna put these away, and I'm gonna pack this in my bag, and I am going to head on out of here. So with that being said, I'm gonna close off this video right here. I hope that you guys enjoyed it and that you found it entertaining, because it's also just nice to see other people cash stuffing their envelopes. I love watching these. I enjoy them, and so I hope that it also just motivated you guys who already bought your binders, that already have them, to just be excited for cash stuffing yours. With that being said, I'll see you guys on the next one. Please take care and stay safe. Bye.